What is going on? I found, what's your name?
Kalen.
Kalen, I'm Rob.
Rob, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So Kalen's gonna enlighten me on what's going on here. What is this?
Yeah, so it's just Pokemon Go. They do a thing called Community Day now to try and vamp up players' activity and stuff, and it works.
I would say so. Welcome back to my channel. I guess more for me. I've been away for a while. This video is going to bring it all together and announce something that I'm nervous but very excited to announce. This whole process today is me making that video, so I'm gonna put that announcement video. I'm gonna put that in here, and hopefully it'll make sense. So without any random delays, this is my big announcement video. Part of it's a giveaway from the title, but here's a little more of what is going to be happening with me and the channel. Right here, right now, I'm announcing my 4-year plan to train and compete in the winter sport of skeleton and ultimately in the Beijing Olympics in 4 years. But that part's been done before by literally every other skeleton Olympian that's come before me. What hasn't been done is the way that I'm going to bring you with me on that journey. And how am I going to do this? Like this, by documenting the entire thing and putting it on YouTube. This is going to be the unfiltered truth of what the daily life looks like of an athlete training for the Olympics. All of the challenges that arise and sacrifices that have to be made, along with all of the amazingness that comes with this. That comes with representing your country in a sport you love on the international stage. Whew, I should wash this. I've been involved in skeleton now for 13 years, and most recently I was selected to be the head coach for Team Australia at the 2018 Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang. And while I was there, I had an overwhelming emotion of gratitude and pride in being able to help their athletes represent their country at the biggest event in the world. Oh, it's the morning after the opening ceremonies, and there's a different feel definitely in the village this morning. There's a different sense of people walking around. The games have started now, official. That was a really, really special time. But as soon as I left the games, I began to feel deeply unsettled when I looked back at my career as a skeleton athlete. I stepped away from the sport too soon, and I gave up on my Olympic dream too easily. That's why, looking ahead to 2022, I'm really excited to remedy that situation. As you can probably imagine, a lot goes into properly planning and executing an Olympic dream. This is what I'm contending with. So a lot goes into properly planning and executing, but what might come as a surprise to you is that the first year after the Olympics is the hardest for athletes to find sponsors. Even though the Olympics just happened and there should be all this post-games hype that will remind the world the power of the Olympics, but the truth is that even with any of that hype, the next Winter Olympics are 4 years from now, and that makes it very easy to overlook. But for athletes, the first year after the Olympics is the most important to set up that foundation needed to make that medal push 4 years from now. The reality is that without sponsors at the beginning, you have to cut corners to that foundation that you want to lay. You see, from my experience as an athlete and now as a coach, the challenge is that when sponsors start to enter the fold again are when the Olympics are back on the horizon. And at that point, it's too late to make any meaningful changes, which ultimately affect long-term success because you need to get the results now so that sponsors are interested. That's the athlete conundrum. When the Olympics are furthest from our consciousness, is when the sponsorships are needed the most. There's a saying I read that goes, surround yourself with people that push you to do better. No drama or negativity, just higher goals and higher motivation. And when I read that, I thought I not only want to surround myself with people like that, but I want to be held accountable to them. People like you watching this video. And for the next 4 years, I'm going to need to rely on all the support I can get, all the accountability I can get, because this dream is massive. This is where I'm going to ask you to hit the link below that goes to my GoFundMe page and think about donating. No donation is too small. And just for example, my older brother shared this on his Facebook and LinkedIn, and it was engaged with over 500 people. If every one of those people donated $10, I would be at my goal for phase 1 of this season. So whether you can give $100 or $10, it all goes towards the goal, and no amount is too small, especially if there are enough people. Thank you to all of you who watched this. Thank you to those who donated, and thank you to those who shared it with their family and friends. I'm excited to start this journey, and I'm so excited to be able to take you with me. The road to Beijing begins now. How awesome is that? So, what now? I guess, so the next month is just a little bit of a limbo stage where I'm finalizing all of the admin work and the logistical side of things. I still need to track down and finalize some more equipment, things like that, and look at the calendar a little more once I figure out which tracks are going to be open and when. A lot more of that breakdown will come more thoroughly as time goes, but in reality, the season for me for sliding won't really start for about a month. So the next month will be sporadic updates as things go, updates on how the fundraising is going, how close we're getting to the goal. But what I need you to do is follow me on Instagram, subscribe here if you haven't already, go to the GoFundMe, think about donating. $1 to $10 is more than enough if enough people donate. That's my strategy. One company is great, I would never turn down one big donation. But I would rather have 500 people, 600 people donate, and that way I know that I have the power of 500, 600, 700 people behind me. That's what I want, that's my focus. So go do those things and keep checking back. In the next month or so, things will really start to pick up. I learned how to do this edit from Peter McKinnon specifically for this video. It's pretty sweet. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. It's already long enough and it says everything. So we'll see you in the next video.